This is the entertainment buzz. Further on in the buzz.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back in time.
Sky, are you? All the respect and I so good. Like a flag, hear me now. Some bounty.
Entertainment buzz are the real thing, man. Sorry.
And now, our feature presentation.
All right, we want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Courtney Mack. Of course, we are live. We're coming to you live from the launch of Reggae Sumfest, the 32nd annual DJ Bones.
Well, to be honest with you, we're coming to you from the official media launch here at EBUZZ in Montego Bay. And I must tell you, it is quite a star-studded event in terms of the players, the main players of the industry. And of course, these are folks that we see from year to year. Very happy to see them again this year. And of course, a plethora of sponsors are on this year. Seem to be new additions to the whole group. And EBUZZ
and several returning sponsors.
Yeah, a lot of them, they know the mileage they're going to get, so they're going to stay here. It's a good marriage. It's not, they don't want to get divorced.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You know, we're going to be talking to some of the people who are making sure that everything goes smoothly. Very happy to have Ricardo Comrie. Hope I got that right.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, Ricardo Comrie. He's the brand and marketing representative for EBUZZ. Ricardo, welcome to the airways of IRIE FM. Good to have you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Question I want to ask with you in terms of EBUZZ. Been with Sumfest for a few years in terms of, well, we normally get the launch right here most years. What other, what's the term, other facets of this marriage that you have? Because how long have you been involved with Sumfest, and what's your exact involvement?
So for over a decade, we've been with Reggae Sumfest, and our involvement is being the host, the gracious host for the launch event. Also, we've partnered with them in different things. For example, as the word that we use, put the heads to the beds.
Absolutely.
So if you're staying and going to the event, you know, EBUZZ is the perfect location. One, the different reasons why, we have 3 categories. So if you're here as adult, and you know, we have Joya, that's the adult side of the resort. You know, here with the kids, we have the selection. And for here with the kids and want to have some fun, we have the waves. And so at any category, you can stay here, and from here we also, I know Reggae Sumfest is now in a system to have services leave from EBUZZ to the event nights.
Awesome vibe, awesome vibe. Now, what I want to ask you, I mean, I know, you know, over the years, in terms of this marriage, we've seen where, you know, entertainers are always comfortably placed at the resort, and of course, you know, it's always a wonderful thing whenever you see the collaboration between EBUZZ and of course making sure that all the players, all the stakeholders are comfortable place, the accommodation is all set. But I want to talk to you in particularly about those who are coming in from different parts of the world to the festival. Is there any package that is designed for persons who are, you know, just being a part of the whole Reggae Sumfest festivities?
Yes. So EBUZZ would have partnered with the Reggae Sumfest, and I know if you go from their website, there's a link that gives you some discount in staying with EBUZZ.
Awesome.
So you can go to the Sumfest link, you know, click stay, and you know, I'm not mistaken, there's some package deal that you can have booked.
Right.
Stay and also the shows while you're staying here. So it doesn't matter if you're in any parts of the world. We also do from our travel advisory, from advisors, World to Meet. So if you come to the airport, we can still have somebody pick you up. We can still do all what you want to. So you can just go on our website. Even if you need anything else, you can reach out to one of our PR team from the 3 categories, Joya, Selections, and Wave, and we make sure that you are covered from landing to the event, to making sure that you're always there, so, because we are EBUZZ.
Absolutely. And just to add, in terms of the entertainers and you know, them staying here and all of these things, that is the usual.
Yes, so all Most, if not all, entertainers stay here. Why? Because the wonderful service. When they come here, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that the place was so nice. I didn't know that this." And even if you're on the totem scale, high or large, we treat everybody the same way. So if you're a regular guest or an entertainer, you get the same
treatment.
VVIP treatment.
Yes.
And we're making sure that because I've always said word of mouth is the best marketing thing. We could spend millions of dollars in doing advertisement, but when it's word of mouth, when you tell a friend that tells a friend that tells a friend,
It's the best marketing.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
the best marketing that makes our job easier.
I've heard you mention the 3 categories inside of this hotel. Is that a rebranded name? Because they were named differently before.
Yes, before it was
Yes, tell us.
called Grand
Grand
Selections.
Suites and
Yes,
and
it
the beach.
used to call Grand Selections and Beach.
So why the
What
change?
sparked that? Yes.
Just like Sumfest, over the years we have to change a few things, the name, the look and feel in the name. And so about a year or two ago, we decided to give the Iberia Star globally a real branding look. So we decided to, go into the deep half. Why do you travel? Why do you stay?
Right.
What are the needs of the various clients? Because your need may not be my needs.
Yes.
Right.
My needs may not be your needs. And so from that, we decided to rebrand in that category. So waves, funds and entertainment.
Right.
Selections, upscale from that, you can bring in family. And Joya is the high level, world class things, the 5-star.
That would have been the
service.
Grand.
No, yes, previously called Grand, now called Joya.
And the other one below it would have been the Suites.
It's the suites, no, it's selection.
No, it's selection. Yeah, I used to stay here a lot, so I was.
Yeah, so why
I
are you
was
not
like,
staying here anymore, sir?
Well, because we lost the name then. But
It's from the Sumfest website.
www.sumfest.com.
Yes.
You go there. So there'll be a link there for Iberia Star.
Yeah, there'll be a link to stay, and you can choose us.
The different hotels.
Yes.
Iberia Star will be right there.
But if persons are not sure, www.iberostar.com
That's one
/ Jamaica also gives you direct access. And so if you book, for example, if you're going to stay at the Joya, www.iberostar.com.
That's right.
And then from that, you get a free airport pickup. So you don't have to worry about getting yourself from the airport to the resort.
Don't worry about that.
Say me, if the way you say it a while ago, me almost say you get a free airport pickup. Me say because me have some lad, I need a pickup.
I think you need to speak to the mayor about that.
That's really pick up me in the van. Not the actual pickup.
Thank you so much, Ricardo.
Ricardo, thank you.
Brandon, marketing director over here at Iberia Star. Thank you so much, and of course, definitely we'll be touching base for sure.
Thank you very much.
Ricardo, keep doing what you're doing. The rebranding is lovely. The hotel is beautiful as usual, and we just want to implore people who have not had the Iberia Star experience to come on over and enjoy it, because it is definitely something one of a kind.
Yes. What are you waiting for? We are Iberia Star.
That's
That is
right.
it.
I the name Star, isn't it? So you know you are Star.
Hey, Bones, guess what? We're going to go to this quick break, and then right after that, we continue.
Soon forward.
Falmouth Chicken. Looking for scrumptious food? Falmouth Chicken is simply the best in Western Jamaica. Vibes, wow. The time by Falmouth Chicken is...
It's 15 minutes to 9 o'clock. If you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ. We're coming to you live from the Reggae Sumfest launch at the EBUZZ Star in Montego Bay. And of course, all the players are here. And it has been wonderful so far. A lot of photo ops. Man, I've never seen so much photos being taken. But that is how it is.
You know why I feel like you're used to it? You're used to it, you know.
What do you think, Sam?
Remember, you always go places where there's a lot of photo being taken and all these things, and a lot of different persons of
well, you know, when you're
calibers and all these
when
things.
When you're rolling large, you know.
Yes.
You go to the man who's in charge of the city of Montego Bay. You don't go, you know, low. Actually, you go upper.
You're talking about like the mayor.
No. You have to do it the right way. It's His Worship.
Yes.
The mayor, and of course, Councillor Richard Vernon.
Welcome to the microphones of IRFM, sir.
We should put the other part of it.
Yes.
The most hardworking mayor in Jamaica right now.
Is Richard. So
Richard, welcome to IRFM, sir.
Thank you very much, and greetings to your listeners.
Absolutely.
Well, really good to have you. Happy to have you here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about, as the man in charge of the city of Montego Bay, preparations for a festival of this magnitude. What are some of the moving parts? I don't know. I know there's a lot, but in terms of what do the mayor himself have to get ready for a festival of this magnitude?
Well, you know, as mayor of Montego Bay and chairman of the St. James Municipal Corporation, I work through the established systems that we have there to ensure that we get a certain level of compliance for events of this magnitude.
Right.
So what we have done for many years pertaining to Sumfest is to have that robust engagement at the get-go. So we meet with the principals of Sumfest, and a matter of fact, we meet here.
Yes.
Right.
And we have our team.
Right.
So the team comprises of our ministry, departments, and agencies, including the National Solid Waste Management Authority, because you have to deal with containerization, how you manage the waste during the event.
Right. Yes.
We have our public health from St. James Health Services. They have to ensure that they check the area for mosquito breeding sites, do the fogging, ensure that the persons who are handling food, they have their health certificate and food handlers permit.
Yes.
We have the fire brigade that is there that ensures that if needs be, we can activate the evacuation plans.
Right.
That must be presented. So they get the site plan, and you have the emergency exits. You know exactly what to do, when to do, where to do it. Anything can happen during it. We can have a freak storm or earthquake, some stampede, something. So we have to ensure that we cover that as well. We have the superintendent of roads and works. He does the inspection of the stage to ensure that it is structurally sound.
Right.
And also the site plan, he has to look at it to ensure that the layout is conducive to the event itself. Because we're looking at the number of persons turning out to an event of this magnitude. The police that deals with traffic, they are at the meeting as well. They are our partners. We work together for
That's a big one right there.
Right. Last year we had a good experience pertaining to traffic.
Yes, it was awesome.
It was smooth.
Yeah, but very smooth. Very smooth last year.
So we are going to apply that same blueprint to this year's event, but we need to improve upon parking, which is something that we're keen on now. So we're going to look for additional spaces for parking, and I'm encouraging persons that they should use the actual parking spaces.
Right.
Don't catch your vehicle
on the roadside.
on the roadside.
They might come back on a seat.
You come back and you don't see it, and you want to blame the promoters and blame the city of Montego Bay for it.
Right.
Persons coming from all over, they're not necessarily Montegonians.
Exactly.
And you also run the risk of getting your car damaged, because there are persons out there who are not so professional in their driving, and you might hit your vehicle, you come out. If it is $1,000, what is $1,000? Just get in the right place.
And you get the vehicle right off.
Compared to the entire vehicle.
Absolutely.
Our vehicle right off.
Absolutely.
So this is how we work together.
That's a lot of moving parts right there.
Yeah, right, definitely. Mayor, I want to talk to you a little bit regarding to the benefits of, Montego Bay in terms of Reggae Sumfest. I mean, ever so often and every year we see where several persons from all parts of the world and Jamaica, come to the city. How does the city benefit from a Reggae Sumfest?
Reggae Sumfest is for everybody.
Absolutely.
So it is for EBUZZ Star, which the big hoteliers, the players in the industry. It is for the man who is selling jelly coconut, because he's going to be there in the evening. It is for the stylist and the barber, because persons are nice enough themselves. matter of fact, I was in the barber shop earlier
Yes.
today,
Yes.
and the barber said to me, "You can know when it is Reggae Sumfest
I
weekend."
would ask you to hold the mic a little closer to you,
Yeah,
so we can hear you.
You can know when it's Reggae Sumfest weekend because
Everybody fresh up.
everybody start
man.
fresh up on the place, get busy.
Right,
That's
right.
right. You know. So and back in the days when I was operating the restaurant, I used to operate a restaurant. I used to have double sales during Sumfest.
Yeah, Sumfest time.
So I can just imagine that those who are doing the same business now, they're having the same because it creates that nightlife,
Right.
that flood of people after hours who are hungry and they want to get something to eat or they want to get to them. So the taxi drivers,
Right.
it is a huge impact, billions. Yeah? If you really try to account for it,
Absolutely.
billions.
And it's such a wonderful trickle-down effect because literally everybody benefits from it.
Of course.
I mean, I'm talking people, the hairdressers.
Of course.
The dressmakers.
The peanut and the soup,
The
man.
peanut and the soup, man.
Yeah, the
taxi
jerk
man.
chicken, man.
And
Yeah, man.
the man who own a rent a car, but
The clothes store.
The clothes store. Everybody
Yeah.
benefits. And you know,
The bus drivers, the taxi operators.
The
Yes.
man who provide the stage.
There you go.
The man who help lift up the stuff and who provide the
absolutely,
stage.
yes, absolutely. You know what? One of the things that makes me feel so proud about this festival is that
Yes.
this is where I started in broadcasting. The very first Sumfest
Yes.
Okay.
was my first broadcast.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is like 32 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and I've seen how the original members of Sumfest. We're talking about Walt Crooks, Mickey Morris, Johnny Guzang, Robert Russell, rest in
Right.
peace, brother.
Right.
You know, and I've seen what they said. They need something for Montego Bay.
Yes.
They need because Reggae Sunsplash moved out.
Yes.
And they said they needed something for Montego Bay, and they came together.
Yes.
Little or no resources, and put this thing
Yes.
together, and it grew and grew, and now look at it now.
And that is why it is what it is.
Yeah.
If persons can put on big events. We can put on massive events. We can lock down stadium and put on big events.
Yes.
This is a challenge. Keep it going.